So this is in response to Optima Femina's video about Christ being the God made flesh, and she talks about things that lead us to Christ, and that Christ is present in this world, even though he's, I'm paraphrasing, but I'll put a link to the video. And I just want to comment on something she said. As encouragement, this isn't a response of like, no, you're incorrect and I'm correcting you. It's actually encouragement. Yeah. Theotokos points to Christ, right? The Eucharist doesn't point to Christ at all. In fact, what you said, I really liked, because it's anti-Docetist, it's anti-Gnostic. And unlike the Protestants, who don't believe that Christ is present in the world anywhere, except for maybe some New Age pagan stuff, the Roman Catholics, the Eastern Orthodox, the Oriental Orthodox, and I even believe the Lutherans know that Christ is present in the Eucharist. He's there. That's the one place where you will always find him, and he's 100% there, as real as, I can't even say as real as if he were standing somewhere 29 BC, or 20 AD 29, because it's the same thing. So I'm not trying to correct you on the Eucharist pointing to Christ, or it actually being Christ, because I think that's what you meant, honestly. But I think that's a good video, because if you look at the Protestants, who can read the entirety of the New Testament and walk away with the idea of baptism being an outward sign of an inward change, and not something that, you know, like Paul repeatedly says, buries you with Christ, raises you up with him, bonds you to the body of Christ, resurrects you, brings you to newness and fullness of life. So they don't even have that view of baptism, but more importantly, the idea that the Eucharist is a human work that you do to show other people, or to show God, to demonstrate God that you're faithful, instead of the reverse. How do we know that we're saved? Basically, the Eucharist and baptism. And another comment, it's funny, St. Christopher in Eastern iconography has the head of a dog. I don't know why that is, but he does. I have a couple icons of him where he has the head of a dog. Yeah, good video. Peace to you. That just, I might make a few videos on that, on modern Docetism and Protestantism that leads to New Age movement, trying to find Christ everywhere but the Eucharist or his baptism. Peace to you.